What's going on, guys? It's Top Shelf. We're back on the Battle Royale run. Last episode, we lost one game. We are 2-1. Right now, I started the game. The awkward thing about this episode, unfortunately, the face cam got messed up. So I had the live play-by-play face cam video for this, but it got screwed up. The file was corrupt. So I'm just going to run a commentary through it real quick. We're going to jump into the first game. We have Corey Seager here, full count with 2 outs in the first game. I lost part of the first game as well, and like the intro. That's why we're jumping in here in the first inning. Corey Seager goes down swinging, and that's going to bring up my opponent. First batter tries to do the bunt cheese. And then he gets sat down looking. So we got 1 out in the inning. Next man up, going to hit a weak little ground ball out in front of the plate. It's going to be 2 down. And we're going to go ahead and jump to the bullpen early. We're going to bring Jake McGee in, and he's going to pitch to Alex Gordon. This is the 93 overall Alex Gordon. Didn't want to make any mistakes early, so he went straight to the bullpen, lefty-lefty in the first, and we get him to ground out on the off speed right away, and that'll do it. So we get out of the inning unscathed. It's our turn to hit. Second inning, Cliff Floyd is up, and Cliff Floyd is out. Cliff Floyd, bomb to the bullpen in right center field. He loves hitting at Coors Field, apparently. That is a moonshot right center field. We take a 1-0 lead. And then Matt Kemp, next man up, 0-1 count. He's going to ground out to shortstop. I absolutely love Matt Kemp on this game. Brett Wallace, next man up. He swings underneath that. Fastball up and out of the zone. We got the PCI underneath of it. Not a good swing right there out of Brett Wallace. That's going to give us 2 outs for Chris Colabello. And on the first pitch he sees, he gets a curveball in the outside corner. Once again, no business swinging at that pitch, but we do. We get a run, though. Hopefully that's all we need. We can try and tack on in the third. But for now, it's about keeping the lead at 1-0. We get a strikeout of the first batter, and then Fred McGriff's going to come up, and he's going to take a walk in a 3-1 count. So we got 2 outs now, runner on first. And we got a line drive to shortstop where he takes care of that one. That'll do it for the second inning. So we're 3 outs away from a win, but we want some insurance. Billy Hamilton leading it off with a line drive to first base. He gets a lot of fastballs up in the zone because people think he's going to bunt. Try and take advantage of it. Next man up, Domingo Santana, pinch hitting for the pitcher. He's going to hit a line drive out to center field. That's going to give us a runner on first with 1 out for Joe Mauer at the top of the order, but he's going to pop up. Not a very good swing. Nope. Inconsistent hitting here to start things off with this episode. We're lucky we have our 1-0 lead. We're going to have Martin Prado come up. Good contact against lefties, and he gets the PCI on that. That was a pretty solid swing, but he hits it directly at the second baseman, so no damage done. We're into the third. All we have to do is get through this inning now, and we are good to go. We have Billy Wagner on the mound. He's going to get a ground out to shortstop to start the inning off, and that's going to give us 1 out for Matt Kemp. Start him off with an off-speed down, the change-up. We get him in an 0-1 count. Then we're going to work the outside corner, a little 2-seam action. It's going to get a foul ball down the right field line, giving us an 0-2 count. Now we're going to try and come up and in on him. We've worked him down. We're going to change the eye level, and we get the strikeout. Matt Kemp swings right through that fastball. That's going to give us 2 outs. And then in a 1-2 count with 2 outs, we get the strikeout once again on the slider. And that'll do it for this ball game. Not the greatest 6-win reward in the world, but we have our eyes set, our sights locked in on a 9 or 12 game reward. So let's do it. We're going up against Jared Weaver. He's got Jacoby Ellsbury, Jonathan VR, Michael Brantley, Cliff Floyd, Matt Kemp, Odor, Matt Carpenter, and Evan Gaddis. We have Justin Masterson on the mound. I believe this is our best starting pitcher, and we got to go now. We have got to get another win. It's time to lock in. We already have this 3-win reward. Now we got to rip off a win streak. We got Joe Mauer leading it off with a line drive to second base. That's a good piece of wood right there. We don't get a base hit out of it, but we hit it hard. Next man up, Martin Prado gets an off-speed. That pitch hung out over the plate. Put a good swing on it once again, but same result. We get a ground out to start it off. Corey Seager's turn now. First pitch he sees. Bomb. Line drive. That ball's out of here. Corey Seager. Absolute missile. I have loved this card all season long. The gold Corey Seager hits the dinger. And then Cliff Floyd's going to come up, and he's going to keep the rally going. It's already 1-0. We got a runner on first for Matt Kemp. Cliff Floyd's going to steal second base now. He's in scoring position. He's got Matt Kemp to an 0-2 count, and he gets the curveball. That was a nasty pitch. Landed just outside of the strike zone. good spot, but we take a 1-0 lead. That's all that matters. We're into the second inning, and we get the first man out on a line drive to left field. Take care of that one easily. Next man up is his Matt Kemp. We're playing Matt Kemp a lot on these episodes. This BR run is Matt Kemp infested, and Matt Kemp bomb. This card, it doesn't matter what version of it, Matt Kemp rakes on MLB 16. He ties this game up in the second inning with 2 outs, and then the next batter is going to come up. He grounds out to second base, but we threw it away. So the game's already tied up. Now we're making errors, putting runners on base. Evan Gaddis, sharp line drive down the third baseline, and look at Brett Wallace. What a play. Saves potentially more runs than would have been runners in scoring position for the next batter. So we're still tied up going into the third, where we have 1 out for Joe Mauer, and that's just a pop-up to third base. Terrible at-bat once again with our leadoff man, Joe Mauer. We're killing ourselves, not swinging the bat well with our best hitters, and that's going to give us Martin Prado with 2 outs. If we could have had a good at-bat right there with Joe Mauer, got him in scoring position, that Prado single could have been huge, but we're killing ourselves. We got Corey Seager up, though. Martin Prado still on first base, and once again, swinging at bad pitches, Corey Seager's going to ground out to first base, and that'll do it for our part of the third inning. His turn now. 0-2 count to start it off. We're going to strike out, I believe, the pitcher who stayed in the game. And then with 1 out, with Jacoby Ellsbury up, he's going to ground out to first base. So we're 1 out away from extra innings here. He's got Jonathan VR at the plate, and he's going to hit a line drive base hit out to left field. So he's got to start a little 2-out rally here. He ends up getting him to second base for Michael Brantley. In a 1-1 count, Michael Brantley knocks one down the right field line, and I knew as soon as it got past the first baseman, I had no shot. I dropped my controller. I stared at the TV for a good 20 seconds in absolute disgust. But it's all good, man. This BR run came to an end very quickly, but I wasn't that huge of a fan of this team. We're going to try and do better on our next BR run. So smash the like button if you enjoy, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. As always, it's Top Shelf, and I'm out.